Good afternoon. This video is for supporters of our Penn Foster students. Family, friends, mentors, anyone that will be assisting a learner to stay committed to their studies. We realize not all of our students have this type of trusted support available, and if you happen to be starting this program feeling a bit alone, don't worry at all. The Success Coaches can't wait to meet you, and we're honored to be here for you. So check out our page on your Learning Resource Center, and please give us a call. The most valuable advantage of Penn Foster is allowing learners to progress at a pace that is comfortable for them. Students can study when and where it's convenient and take exams when they feel ready to. But this independence requires self-discipline and accountability to be successful. Speaking with our coaches is highly recommended, but it often helps to have someone nearby to be accountable to. Someone who can provide in-person encouragement, applause, and focus. If you found this video, we're guessing that someone is you. First, we'd like to say thank you. What you're doing is noble and to be appreciated. It means a lot to a student to have someone invested in them. Support from family and friends can dynamically reduce anxiety and increase a sense of pride, which helps a student to maintain a commitment to their education. To begin, we'd like to suggest that you familiarize yourself with some of the fundamentals of Penn Foster. We recommend viewing the video entitled The Top 8 Things to Know About Penn Foster, found on the Success Coaches Learning Resource Center. We understand that our learners come from diverse backgrounds and educational levels, so we always adjust our methods to provide assistance that's tailored to each person's unique needs. You also should feel free to tweak any of these suggestions to what will best benefit your learner. Discuss goals and study schedules. New students will often mistakenly assume that independent learning will be easier than classroom learning. However, a self-paced education will require self-discipline and some structure. The student is fully in control of their progress here. We encourage a set study schedule based on their current responsibilities and the length of the current class. Each study session should have either a reading or a time goal. Some students rush to graduate without actually working to understand what they've read, or they skip the reading entirely and just take the exam. Students that try to exploit our open book exams may finish quicker, but they cheat themselves out of an education. Students should feel free to try out different study methods to find what works best for them. Just be sure they give themselves enough time to read and to complete the practice exercises in each lesson. Helping them to create both short and long-term goals accompanied by a study schedule will give both you and your learner a sense of direction and anticipation. Explore the website and the student portal together. There's nothing you can break, so feel free to click around. Explore the library, Learning Resource Center, the Student Life blog, and get to know the structure of the classes. Check out the videos posted by both the coaches and the instructors. The more familiar the portal becomes, the less intimidating it appears. Get tech savvy. It helps for students to have at least basic familiarity with technology and access to a computer or laptop with internet. If this is not an option at home, most libraries have a bank of computers for public use. Learners should feel comfortable navigating online, but if help is needed in this area, you can always contact our student services or the Success Coaches. A family member or friend who can stop by to give them a quick lesson in basic computer skills is extremely helpful as well. Help them create a learning environment. Designate a place for school, even if it's just a small area. This will help to keep the learner organized and build the habit of regular study sessions. Be sure the area is quiet and away from distractions. The only supplies you should need beside a computer should be a notebook and a pen for note-taking. Many students create flashcards to help with studying, so a pack of 3x5 index cards can be very helpful too. You can even keep some granola bars and a bottle of water right there for a quick pick-me-up. Consider this the learning home base, but remember that sometimes a change in scenery, such as going outside to a park or a library, can reinvigorate the study schedule. Curtail confusion quickly. If your learner begins to struggle or find a lesson particularly challenging, reach out for help sooner rather than later. Contacting the class instructor or the coaching team will keep your learner engaged and progressing. If they get frustrated and try to struggle through on their own, they often will become discouraged and just stall out completely. Once motivation is lost, it becomes harder to return to good study habits. So as soon as they run into a challenge, give us a call. Encourage them to become social. Online learning can begin to feel isolating without a classroom setting. Penn Foster has a very active Facebook page and student community, and we encourage engagement with fellow students and peers. Students can form study groups, ask advice, or just take a break from class to make new friends. Watch for burnout. A lot of learners try to go as fast as they can to get done in the shortest time possible. Others will study so hard and put so much pressure on themselves to get a good grade that they sabotage themselves in the end. Both extremes can be dangerous to a person's physical and mental health and can actually result in taking longer to complete your program while not retaining as much information. If you see your learner getting irritable, panicked, or stressed, suggest they take a break. A few minutes or even a few days might be what's needed to refocus and get back in the learning mindset. Be a cheerleader. Good grades deserve applause, but don't forget to praise the process too. Commend their resilience and hard work, and if your learner falls short of their goals, be encouraging, never insulting. A bad grade can mentally derail a learner, especially if they really tried their best. But just hearing that someone believes in them, even if they make a mistake, can be very motivating. Be proud of them, but remind them that they should be enormously proud of themselves too. Keep learning fun. Suggest interesting learning activities that might coincide with their current class, such as a museum or zoo. Dig deeper into topics that spark their interest with a trip to the library. Use the study material to play Quizzo or flashcard games. And most importantly, keep talking to them. One of the easiest ways to retain information in ACE exams is to talk about what you're learning as if you're teaching someone else. Encourage them to discuss concepts and ideas from their current lesson and how it applies to their real world. This helps your learner to compartmentalize information for faster recall later, and it also helps them to think critically about the information and make connections between what they're learning and their prior life experience. Remind them why they started. From time to time, we will all get discouraged and overwhelmed. Remind your learner that they deserve to put themselves first sometimes, that the value of finishing their education will enhance their life, and they are going to feel so proud and elated when they graduate. Remind them that this is an important investment in themselves and they deserve to see it through. Help them to focus on the big picture, not just this assignment that they might be feeling challenged by. We all need someone to believe in us, and our learners are incredibly lucky to have supporters like you there to cheer them on and keep them moving toward their goals. If you're looking for more information or added support, we welcome you to reach out to our success coaches. We're honored to be partners in this educational journey.